First question, please, Tom Deason.
G'day, Pat. How you going? Just hoping you could sum up that last day, how that all played out, and is that the flattest pitch you've ever played on?
Yeah, turned up this morning, probably hoping to get a bit of a lead with the bat. Didn't give ourselves a chance, and then probably after the first kind of session, when they were kind of getting up towards a lead of 100 with 10 wickets in hand, probably knew that draw was going to be the result. So as much as anything, start looking towards the next game, which only starts in a few days, and making sure especially the bowlers are fresh for that if needed. In terms of the wicket, it wasn't a super fair contest between bat and ball. Played on a couple of them, but that was right up there.
And Pat, I appreciate in hindsight having two spinners might not have made a difference on that deck, but given what you've seen in the conditions here, is playing two in the next test sort of almost, you can pretty much bank on that will be what you guys will lean towards, you think?
We'll have a look at the wicket first. I think it may have been helpful here, but I don't think it would have made too much of a difference. Here you're probably expecting more up and down bounce and reverse swing, which is lends more support to the fast bowlers rather than spinners. From our intel from Karachi into Lahore's probably a second spinners probably the way to go, but we'll have a look.
Al Farrell, please.
Thanks, Murgers. Hi, Pat. Just wondering, when you look at flat pitches, how does the pitch here at Pindi compare to the MCG in the Ashes a few years back?
I'd say pretty similar. And probably Ranchi as well. That's another one. They're all quite similar.
What did you get out of today and the past few days then? Has there been anything that you feel that's come from it that's been helpful?
Yeah, for sure. I think just about all the batters got themselves into the series. I think even today, having someone like Trav Head and Marnus both getting quite a few overs into them, I think that's really helpful, not only for this series, but they got long test careers ahead of them, where I'm sure they'll be bowling lots of overs. So they're positives. I think as well, turning up to a pitch that's probably not a traditional pitch you'd get here in rural Pindi, and it's probably clear they've made an effort to try and nullify the pace bowling. I think that's a positive. Subcontinent conditions coming away with a draw. It's not a bad result.
Danielle of Cricinfo, please.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, Pat. I was just wondering, with a pitch like this, is it difficult to assess how well the bowlers perform? Because obviously the numbers, you might argue, don't tell the full story, but with the number of runs that you scored and the difficulty taking wickets.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I thought Nathan Lyon bowled really well this Test match. Even today, he probably created 3 or 4 chances that just didn't go to hand. So, it's one of those things you don't look too closely at.
And do you think the confidence of the bowlers, particularly Nathan Lyon, takes a bit of weight after this, or do you just put it out of your mind because, as you said, it's one of the flattest surfaces you've built on?
No, not a hit at all. We've 3 quick bowlers and Nathan are all quite experienced, played a lot of cricket, really good wickets, flat wickets, bouncy wickets, spinning wickets. So, when we came over here, we knew we were going to experience foreign conditions. What that looked like, we weren't 100% sure. But no, if whoever's called on for the next test, we'll be ready to go.
Bharat, please. Welcome to Karachi.
Thanks, Brian. Just to follow up on that question, we hear the captains when they talk about bowling on flat wickets, about making investments, especially long series. So do you think, as a bowling unit, you did enough right things where you think they'll
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we all tried different things. We didn't leave, anything that I can think of that I thought, wish we tried that and had a look at that. I think all the quick bowlers, although we've spent the best part of 3 days out in the field, I think we've all bowled around about 25, maximum 30 overs each, which is, in comparison to a lot of Australian Test matches, is actually a pretty light workload. Didn't get a huge look at reverse swing this test, but that might come into it later on. But no, I was really happy with how everyone went, and everyone's come through unscathed.
And just on the reverse swing part, I mean, there's always talked about Test cricket in Pakistan, how you take care of the ball, and over the last 5 days, do you think as a unit you got around it and you are getting better at it?
Potentially, I think the weather plays a pretty big part as well. There was a lot of moisture on the ground, especially the first 4 days. It's something we'll keep talking about and trying to make sure it's a factor in the series. But I think we got pretty good plans.
Scott Bailey, please.
Just one on DRS. Did you see the replay of that one today that you probably could have had overturned? And do you think you were 0 from small ones that could have got overturned this test? But you kind of hype that, especially today's one, given dare I say it, being sensitive, play wasn't as wise in it?
So did we miss one, did you say?
Yeah, Imam on 96, Marnus had him caught and brushed the bat.
All right. Which was that one?
Yeah, bat pad. I think you kind of laughed it off from memory. It was just before you reviewed the next one.
All right. No, I didn't even hear that. Look, we've tried to systemise it a bit. I think the one down leg side later on was a bit of a stab in the dark. But other than that, I think we've got some pretty good processes in place that worked for us in the Ashes. So it's pretty tough. There's a reason why the umpires don't get everything right. There's a lot of things that happen really quickly. So keep trying to get better, keep reviewing. But didn't hear about that Marnus one.
Sorry to break it, yeah.
That's right.
Just another one too, mate. If you do look at two spinners for your next test, do you sort of feel like the variation of having a wrist spinner and finger spinner is the way to go?
Yeah, potentially. I think we'll have a look at the wicket before making up our mind. I think it is an asset for sure, having a wrist spinner. It's something a bit different, and Swepo's been bowling beautifully. So we'll get to Karachi and have a look. But absolutely, Swepo's as a wrist spinner is a huge chance. We play two.
Thanks, mate.
4 more now, please, starting with Peter Lawler.
Pat, just asking for a couple of social observations. First, 5 days in front of that Pakistan crowd, is there anything unique about them that you explore, any impressions that you gain? And also, 10 days in the bubble, how's that going?
The horns in the crowd were a feature. They were certainly noisy. They were fantastic, the crowd. I think just really just positive overall. Even, I saw late in the day, Davey was on the fence, Smithy was on the fence, and they were cheering them on. So a really, passionate crowd for obviously Pakistan, but really respectful and great for our players as well. So I've loved that. Even every time we walk off the field, they're chanting and trying to get waves from our players, which is awesome. 10 days in the bubble has been totally fine so far. We've got a really good setup here, so it's been good fun so far. And it's Test cricket, so I think everyone's coming to the series pretty fresh.
Thank you.
Jono, please.
Cheers, Brian. G'day, Pat. I know you mentioned a couple of times with the bowling and couldn't follow everyone, but does it still worry you that heading into the next test with such a short turnaround that you only managed to take 4 Pakistani wickets across 260 overs?
No, not at all. No.
And just one more quick one from me. It's been a very emotional week across Australian cricket and world cricket. How is the group going mentally to just adapt and get on and play cricket and be up and about?
Yeah, it's been a really tough week. I think, you know, a few members were closer to Rod or Shane than others, and everyone deals with it slightly differently. But just been really open, trying to share stories and talk about it. I think everyone's still probably like the rest of the world, just in a bit of disbelief, especially the Shane passing of Shane. It happened so suddenly. We just get around each other, keep looking after each other, and it's certainly been a big point of conversation. And just obviously wish all the close friends and family of both families just all the best. And we've been thinking about them all week.
Thanks, Matt.
2 more now, please. Shahid Hashmi and then Idris Malik.
Good evening, Pat. Do you think such pitches are bad adverb for Test cricket, and this one is spoiling the occasion, a memorable occasion?
Yeah, it's probably for the fans and the commentators and such to talk about. I think as a player, you always want kind of a really good, fair battle between bat and ball. That's when I think Test cricket's at its best and most rewarding as a player. It's probably up to the fans and you guys who kind of watch it from the outside to kind of judge the spectacle.
Idris Malik, please.
Thank you, Brad. That definitely played a very nice test and a wise decision to save your bowler's energy. What do you say the 400s on a top-class pace attack? How you comment, especially among back-to-back 100?
Yeah, I thought the Pakistani batters batted really well the whole game. They got themselves in, and then once they got themselves in, were able just to tick over the score. So I thought they all batted really well. We'll spend the next couple of days reviewing it, having a look at maybe different plans ahead of Karachi. Expecting probably different conditions as well. But I thought overall they batted really well. They won the toss and made the most of it.
Zahid Farouk Malik, last question now, please.
First of all, you played well in Pakistan. How do you rate the spectators' behavior in Rawalpindi? And what do you say about the security arrangements by Pakistan?
I think I got that. The behaviour's been great. We've just been able to look at the cricket, concentrate on the cricket, and here at the venue, crowd's been fantastic. In our bubble at the hotel, the staff and people we interact with have been fantastic, so accommodating. So, just can't thank PCB, Cricket Australia, everyone for bringing it together and all the support we've had.
Okay, everyone, thank you very much indeed for your time. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Marcus. Thanks, Matt.